What's up, guys? This is Blights. Hope we're all doing well. Thursday again, boys. The weekend is upon us. Pretty much, got your Friday in here. We're good, Friday vibes, boys. But in today's video, a little bit different, boys. A little bit of like small gang kind of thing, thrashers. We do some of the FFA bits. Get some quality fights in that, by the way. I was using a breacher fit. I was initially doing like dual, shield booster and shield booster. And then I came across this beast of a thing. Let's see. This, just the tank fit. And I was using this and it was doing me very well. My win and loss rate wasn't too bad. I done some second last day, but I done most in the last day just to get on the leaderboard. Just place. I didn't get super high up. I just done enough to get the skill points and skins, which is cool. I think the wolf skin was in there that I really wanted. But we're also slacking this week in solo kills. You'll find we only got 74 solo kills, which is averaging 10 solo kills a day, which isn't ideal, boys, but I'm going to make up for it, because next, if, Abyss event is 1v1 interceptors, and I'm going to go hard doing that. I was trying to get some time off work for that, because I was going to just, no life and, pull all-nighters doing that, just rack up a, insane amount of solo kills, but no, it's not in the cards, so I'll still have a lot of time, because I don't really work insane hours, that way I work 4 days a week, so I can still get a lot in that time, and yeah, for those solo kills, it'll be interesting. I'll come up with some fits for the interceptors, and then maybe we'll go over them next week's video, and sort of theory craft a bit, but I'm gonna stop mumbling, boys. Enjoy some okay PvP in here, yeah. Okay, for our first couple of fights, we've got some Destroyer 1v1s. This is against Chorister, and this is JJ. I have Hail loaded, expecting to have some form of range control. If he was A, B, Scram, it'd be a bit rough. Well, I wasn't really expecting this. He is shield buffered, though, and no E-War. So Hail, that's still an okay choice, but it's still, we lose that one, unfortunately. JJ had it maybe been armor buffer or hull buffer, we maybe would have cracked the win out there. Well, since it was a shield buffer one, which you do see now and then, it's usually polarized, you see that kind of setup. But hey, Kikimora slided into us, Thrasher, autocannon Thrasher, a lot of DPS. He did not have a fun time there, gentlemen. 2 careers, I have Raj preloaded, because I was expecting these guys to pull range. Looking at the ranges that they sat at, I'd had fusion loaded, faction ammo. I would have probably been able to blast these guys before they pulled range, but it's always a risky chance. These guys had the MWDs, that's why it took them so long to pull range, because when I scrammed them. Had ABs, ABE, web scram, they would pull range really quickly. And that's where Brash really comes into play, so it's always a gamble with the Thrasher ammo type kind of thing. So I was sliding into these 2 Tristans, hoping to get a nice little fight. One leaves. I guess you're just looking to, play X and stuff. I kill one, the comment comes into third party, and hello Mr. Ugaya, I believe, also watches these videos, so yeah, thanks for the fight, man. That's a good little one. Very hard matchup for the Blaster Comet here, the VFI. Anything dual web does really bad things to a Comet, basically. It's just that doesn't have the range control. Nevertheless, GF to those gentlemen. Okay, now we're moving on to the Abyss stuff. This is what I was originally rocking, a dual rep Rifter. And I wouldn't particularly say it was meta or fantastic. It was good fun though. But yeah, I don't know. The cap life in the Rifter, especially if you're activating the MWD in the dual reps, at the once cap life is just so hard to manage. And it doesn't do that great DPS. It actually does have that amazing attack. But it was great fun. I did get a couple of wins with it, but most of my losses were in the Rifter. This is basically what I just threw in the second day from the last, just try and get some wins. So I went for that guy initially, then here's Plutonium. I basically want to scram him knowing that he's MWD and keep him at range. I'm worried that he might be faster than me though, so you see I'm being kind of skittish, letting him MWD into me, get a scram, perfect. I'm sort of drifting still. So I basically keep him at 5k, and so just trying to get Hail on the go. Hopefully I have some form of range control to keep him out of void range, which he does get into void range at some point there, but we are able to kill him before he does, because he has taken already a bit of damage. This is another really close fight actually. I initially start just plinking away the Kestrel. Since he's far off from the group, this is generally how you lose these free-for-alls. If you start a fight first before anyone else does, everyone else just dogpiles on you, which is a pain. But if I see a lone guy like this, I try and go for it. I see that the Punisher's coming, so I basically disengage, because he's going to look to the third party on this fight. So I pull myself off of that fight. Then basically just sort of try to punish her, disengage from the Kestrel. The Kestrel just probably is repairing himself. Then I ram the Punisher. You can notice this guy's speed, right? My scram done nothing to him. And I know Jim's keen for his like oversized prop fit, so I'm thinking, alright, it's a 10-man Punisher. Fantastic, by the way. But yeah, basically end up deciding I can't actually break him, or I'm going to die before I do so. So I pull off again. And this time the Kestrels died to another individual. I believe it was the Tormentor. And then I want to try kill this Punisher whilst the Tormentor's on him as well. And also the resist buff's gone at this time. So kill the Punisher. Fantastic. I'm left with the Tormentor, which isn't ideal. Especially since his beams, it can sort of project out quite far. And I'm in a bad position here. I want to sort of get myself repped and stuff. Did I reload my anti before going here, or did I mad lad it? I think I just mad lad it. What a mad lad. Then I basically want to try and orbit him. He does have a web, which is rough for me. And I think he's AB actually, now that I see it. Yes, my scram's doing nothing to him. So he's, what, AB web, and that's real rough. So using the scram here is just wasting cap. It's very close, we do lose it, but we nearly had it, boys. Okay, now back onto some low-sec PvP. We'll get back onto the Abyss stuff, boys. But this is against a HD Nirvana Hookbill, which I'm always skeptical, or I tend to avoid it. My plan this time, though, was to orbit out at 10 at the start, about 12. To get a bit of new pressure on before I start taking incoming damage and getting in close. So that kind of works out for me. Breacher does come in at this point, and I am worried. I'm very worried. If Breacher switches to me, which is probably the smarter thing to do. He's a legend that he didn't though, because he goes on to the Hookbill, which is ideal. Had he gone to me, I would have been dead. So the Hookbill down, a Breacher. I want to keep him like orbiting him. 5k. Just try and get some damage. Now, I was actually thinking I would need to like disengage at this point because I'm so little, you know, shield buffer. But he's using Nova missiles. I can't see what drones he's using, but basically we're able to like passive shield regen him, and we're able to beat him. So thank you there, Flanker. You're a legend, mate. Now onto a nice little fight here. This is an Enyo initially, and the Hawk on D-scan. I'm thinking I can potentially kill the Enyo before the Hawk arrives. Then maybe if the Hawk's badly fit, I can get some damage and potentially kill it. So I'm like, alright, let's stick around and see what's up. The Enyo's probably having cap issues at this point. I'm keeping that 7k to try and keep out his void and anti-range. He could have maybe switched to null. I'm not seeing any... No, I don't think he ended up switching to null. It may have been because cap issues. He wasn't able to shoot when he did switch. But we were able to kill the Enyo. Perfect. I've taken a bit of damage. So I'm going to start orbiting him at 5k here. You see once I do, he's using Rage. Scourge Rage without a web, and I'm just able to, like, you know, tank it. So I shoot this guy for about 10 minutes, and you'll notice that even though I'm really low cap, he's not nosing anything from me. So what that tells me is his cap's still really high after all the neuting and stuff I've done. So I actually think he's a battery fit. So I call the boys, like, dude, I'm not going to break this guy. Can someone come and help me? I hate doing this, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. He brings in his friend Kestrel again to force me off. Phantomite and the Wolves coming to help me. I'm back in Congregation, boys! Yeah, I'm back in with the boys. So I'm called the Phantomite. He brings a Hawk. Initially wanting to basically kill this Kestrel. I keep the Hawk tackled, put a bit DPS on the Kestrel, and then the Wolf on top of it. Just absolutely blast it. And then, thankfully, with the additional DPS of the Wolf, I believe we also have a Succubus on the go. I don't think he gets in kill me, unfortunately. I didn't quite notice that he was here. Sorry, my man. But, yeah. I basically keep him at range, so I can apply fully. I can tank him enough. You know, Fan's got Hail on the go, and we're able to... kill him, basically kill him. And he was a battery fit. It was a really interesting fit, actually. GF those individuals. Is it any consolation? I'm not a complete dick, so I did give him his faction scram back, so you know, it is what it is. This is the last Abyss fight I'm going to show you, and this was probably the craziest one. I did get a lot of these footage for this. I'm going to actually do a guide, or a Abyss guide frigate thing on this Breacher. So I'm not going to show too much of the footage, but this is probably the coolest fight I had. I'm really worried here, because the Rifter's right on top of me, the Tormentor is, and Tristan's looking at me, as the kids would say, looking sus. So they all basically go for me initially. Tristan like puts his drones on me a bit late, I think, or to take a while to get to me. So basically I need to kite off. I don't know what Tristan did, where he's not activating his prop mod, or he burnt it or something. but the Rifter is constantly after me. Tormentor put a lot of DPS on me as I was pulling range from it. He seems to chill quite far off. Since I'm not pulling range from this Rifter, I commit Orbit 500, try and make it some damage from his guns. Also blast, and then we can see that those two smell blood in the water. The Tormentor Tristan, he come over, start putting, you know, DPS on me, which isn't ideal. So I kill the Rifter. I want to basically pull range. I don't know what happens to the Tristan here. I think he just beelined it out of the Abyss, or I think the Tormentor saw DPS on me, so I think he just rammed the Abyss, which is ideal. Had he not done so, I probably would have ended up losing this, or I'd be basically pulling off like this, repairing, whilst trying to kill drones. Because I'm faster than Tormentor, that's not too much of a problem, but both of them, yeah, it'd be annoying. So I go on to give the Tormentor a bash. I want to orbit him 500, again, try and make it damage from his guns, whilst also applying damage, but you'll see that he's AB Web as well. These AB Web Tormentors were actually pretty strong, just because beams can project out very far, and it's just really, really rough. I need to keep my MWD going. But that initial volley didn't really work. I wasn't really breaking them, so I pulled off and repaired myself and tried again. This is the second attempt. Basically, I want to ram approach. I think I have faction missiles instead of rage missiles this time, because I noticed he was pulling range from me. Or I was having difficulty applying the rage missiles to him, because he's AB, right? So I put the faction missiles in, and it seems to do the trick. The resistance buff goes up, or nerf goes up, down, you know what I mean. We aren't tanking as much, so I'm basically trying to ram Orbit 1k, trying to make it a bit damage whilst also tanking. It's very close and we do take it. So GF, I'm real surprised we survived that, even considering the harsh start, man. Free. Oh, one's coming. Stay here, boy.
Phase blast.
Yeah, I'm bumping them now.
Phase plasma.
Okay,
Okay, there. Oh, it's Mikal. They're too far.
Come here.
They're too far. There's carries coming. Uh-oh.
We need to grab that retreat.
I'm going for the carries. No. We're so fucked.
I'm engaging this guy.
I got web on the right.
Keep the web. He's gonna die. Oh, what?
I lost web now.
I lost lock. I got damned.
I'm going to kill the Garrison.
He's in structure.
I can't lock him. Can you kill
Garrus is dead. Garrus is dead. Who you on?
Engage, re-engage him. Got him. I got Mikal. Go on New Brahma, if you can.
I need to go into Corm because
we'll go on what you can then. Can we get webs on New Brahma? I've got web on him.
I'm going down, by the way.
Kill the
Corm's near dead.
I got a Mortis now. Mortis.
Corm's dead.
I need help on this New Brahma guy.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm coming back in now that they've stopped shooting me.
He's nearly down. I just need a bit more damage. I'm gonna die.
Got another hit on him.
Did we get him?
One more hit.
I'm down.
Come on, die, bastard. I might not get him. Let's see. Oh!
He's dead.
Nice. I'm gonna go down forever. GG! We did that!
I don't know I brought my pod out, to be honest.
I'm just gonna let him pod me here.
Go.
Oh my god.
They've got to be in one of these deposits, right?
CLZ.
Yeah, Dark Walker.
Yeah.
Warping.
Oh, no.
They can frag us with a Fee and I, but if we can just frag a couple of these covers.
Yeah, just slam them.
I'm going phase. Let's see.
We're never going to catch them. Unless they've got all their drones assisted.
They're still here.
If this doesn't work in low
Okay. Fuck it.
You want to go for Mikhail?
Sure. He broadcasted it.
I mean, he's in the Vexer, right?
Oh, I think we go for... Oh, fuck it. Nah, I think we
me.
just kill covers. Oh my god.
I'm gonna engage him because he's already on me. I'm gonna scram him so he can't get to you.
Okay, I'm gonna start shooting fucking... stupid mining ult. This guy. Get him! Oh my god, I'm getting minced. If we kill one cover, I call it a win. Alright. Get him!
I'm gonna go for a random cover then,
Go for the random mining ult one.
There's so many drones, dude.
I know! They minced me, I'm dead.
There's a Loki, dude!
Try and kill that one cover.
I'm dead, there's a Loki.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm webbed and scrammed.
Dear, you should not bat. Come here.
I'm trying to kill him.
Okay, please.
Oh,
There's a thorax on me!
he was in Hall.
Oh no! No.
He-
And that's our video. Come to an end, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next week's video will be interesting because I need to basically make a lot of S relatively quickly. So I'm back in the level 5 like hype train, doing all that kind of thing. So I don't know if I'll be getting as much solo PP this week if I have previous weeks, and even like the last couple of weeks have been bad, boys, for solo. So yeah. Yeah, don't expect anything too crazy in next week's video. I'd like to say like, oh, it's gonna be super awesome stuff, but we'll do some more like maybe like talks and stuff, and then speculating on like what would be a good interceptor fits and all these kind of things. But after that, probably get some PvP still on the go. I mean, I'm basically mostly going to be doing some PvEing, and it's not going to be fun, but you know it's got to be done, gentlemen. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you next week. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, take care.